Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmitt. This is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we are watching Catch Me If You Can. What do you know about this movie?
This won our drama Patreon poll.
So we'd like to thank all our patrons for voting for this to win our drama Patreon poll.
So it's a drama. And then I think it has Leo and Tom Hanks.
I have seen this movie before. It's been 15, 20 years since I've seen it. So I know like the general theme or kind of like the characters that we have. But the only thing I truly like remember from the actual movie is how it ends. So that's a big part. But how we get to that ending, I don't really remember. It may come back to me as we're watching it, but for sure you've never seen this movie.
I haven't. I don't know what this film's about. Just from the title, I imagine somebody is chasing somebody between the two main actors.
That's a great guess.
But that's all I got.
I do think this is in line with the type of movie that you'll like. I think you'll enjoy the structure of this movie, I guess.
Sounds good. Honestly, I just woke up from a nap and I'm feeling a little bit groggy.
It's late at night. We have some caffeine in front of us to get us through. We tried to nap to try to get some extra energy after a long day of work. We'll see how it goes. I can't give away too much, so this is gonna be heavily on you.
I know. Hopefully I don't disappoint because I love to figure things out. So I'm really excited to watch this. We got a lot of great recommendations for this film, so I'm excited.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on our Twitch, Instagram, or Twitter, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the movie.
Oh.
I had no idea that this was Steven Spielberg.
Christopher Walken.
Great cast. Martin Sheen.
Oh my goodness. Because we started at the airport, now we're at a hospital. Okay, true story. Inspired by.
Inspired, yeah.
My name is Frank William Abagnale.
I successfully impersonated an airline pilot, and I flew over 2 million miles for free. I had cashed almost $4 million in fraudulent checks, and I did it all before my 19th birthday.
It's an impressive resume.
Yeah, and so young.
Why didn't you go in for a legitimate profession?
Right?
Who was it that finally caught you?
His name was Carl Hanratty.
I am Carl Hanratty.
That was a great cut from the game show to the movie.
You do not pass him anything to the hole.
He's a prisoner in France?
Frank, stop it. You don't think you actually can fool me, do you?
Well, he's taking him back to the United States, so.
One of the laws requesting body by deprivation of liberty. Frank.
I need a doctor.
Frank, if you can hear me, don't worry. I'm going to take you home in the morning. If he dies, I'm holding you responsible.
Oh.
He's gone.
Frank.
Run, Frank. Didn't make it far.
Should probably take that doctor's visit.
Oh.
Let's go home.
57 names enshrined on the Wall of Honor, and tonight we make it 58. Frank William Abagnale.
Is that his dad and he's a junior, or he's just using his name?
Yeah. I don't know.
You do.
No, I don't. I assume it's his dad.
My loving wife, Paula. And my son, Frank Jr.
Yeah, Frank Jr.
The hair.
2 little mice fell in a bucket of cream. The first mouse drowned. The second mouse turned that cream into butter and crawled out. I am that second mouse.
Wow. Seems to really love his dad.
Mm-hmm.
He needs a black suit. There's a funeral this afternoon.
Huh.
Is this yours?
Is that a bribe? Or is it really hers?
Uh-huh.
What's a bribe?
Must have slipped right off your neck.
Wow, his dad is super smooth.
Now, get out, walk around the back, and hold the door open.
Oh, so he's playing driver.
The manager of Chase Manhattan Bank is about to open the door for your father.
All about appearance.
Sir, you're being investigated by the government for tax fraud.
All I'm asking is for you to help me beat these guys.
You just let him take our car like that.
He overpaid by $500.
Damn. Didn't work.
This place is good. It's small, but, you know, it's going to be a lot less work.
I was not anticipating that. I thought he was gonna be like inspired by what his dad could do.
Yeah, same.
I guess now he's just probably motivated by what he couldn't.
Where's your mother?
She said something about going to look for a job. You want some pancakes?
On my son's 16th birthday, we're not going to eat pancakes.
Pancakes are great.
I opened a checking account. I put $25 in the account so you can buy whatever you want.
Nice.
From this day on, you're in that little club.
I'm in that little club.
To the moon.
To the moon.
You don't have to wear the uniform here. Why don't you take off your jacket?
Big change for him.
Do you know what room 17 French is?
Not a great start.
Quiet down, people! My name is Mr. Abagnale. Now, somebody please tell me where you left off in your textbooks?
What happens when the real teacher comes?
No idea.
In front of the class here, and read conversation number 5. Press Q to...
Damn.
They said they needed a sub for Roberta.
I always sub for Roberta.
What do they think? It's easy for a woman my age and all the money that it costs?
Oh, poor lady.
For the past week, Frank has been teaching Mrs. Glass's French class. Your son held a teacher-parent conference yesterday. Class field trip to a French bread factory in Trenton.
Damn, he did so much.
I was gonna say, this is relatively harmless.
Yeah.
Ma, is this my driver's license?
That's all there is, 2 bedrooms. Jack Barnes? He can buy looking for your father.
No. Dad's friend?
Promise you were gonna quit.
It was so uncomfortable.
Yeah. He obviously knew right away. Oh, come on.
You stay away from me, you hear me? I want you to leave your things here. Follow me into the next room, okay?
Your father and I are getting a divorce.
You put a name down.
They're making him decide?
Just write down a name. This will all be over.
That sucks.
One ticket to Grand Central, please.
That'll be $3.50, sir.
Is it okay if I write you a check?
Damn, that was like the first thing he bought, probably.
The other side of the hotel, they got suites that face the park.
It's the best room the FBI can afford.
It's okay, I stayed in worse. Where am I gonna go?
You're a goddamn kid. Go home.
We're not allowed to cash checks from other banks.
You know what I found on the sidewalk out there?
Oh, taking little cues from his dad still.
Must have slipped right off your neck.
Oh.
Is there something I can help you with, son?
Do you like necklaces?
We are not allowed to take checks from people we don't know.
He's not having much luck.
No.
Here, his pilot dreams were born.
Now we'll have her here. You betcha.
Dang. Pilots were like heroes.
I have decided to become an airline pilot. How's Mom? You called her lately?
I'm Frank Black from Monroe High School, and I have an appointment with Mr. Morgan. What does it mean? What kind of equipment are you on?
At least you want to know what kind of aircraft you're flying. Your FAA license, you can have that one. It's 3 years expired.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, no way.
I sent my uniform to be cleaned. I guess I must have lost it.
They lost a uniform. Happens all the time. I'll tell Mr. Rosen you're coming.
Uniform supplier.
Why so nervous?
Lost your uniform first week on the job.
Pan Am's got lots of uniforms. It's going to be $164. Fill in your employee ID number, and then I'll bill Pan Am.
You just made up a number?
I'm sorry I ran away, but you don't have to worry. I'm gonna get it all back now, Daddy.
Look at all the looks he's getting.
Excuse me?
Was that the same guy?
Yeah.
I want to thank you for coming in and using our institution.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, John. I'll be back again.
Treated way differently.
Is it all right if I write you a check for the room?
No problem, sir.
Great.
Payroll checks we cash up to 300.
300 for a payroll check? I should earn my wings real soon.
Just below 300.
Excuse me. You have the most beautiful eyes I have ever seen.
I do get that all the time.
Oh, look at all those Pan Am emblems.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure they can cash your check at the airport.
Who cashes checks at the airport?
Well, the airline, sir.
I feel like this is riskier.
Hello.
Hi. Are you deadheading?
Yes, yes.
The jump seat is open.
Which one's the jump seat again?
Are you my deadhead?
Meredith Grey.
What kind of equipment you on? DC-8?
707. I'm jumping puddles for the next few months trying to earn my keep.
No shame in that.
He knows the lingo.
Would you like a drink after takeoff?
Milk?
Literally a kid.
Dear Dad, today was graduation, taking us all to Hawaii for Christmas. Did you drop this? Must have slipped right off your neck.
No.
Yes.
It worked.
What a transition.
This is by far the best date I have ever been on.
He's like 17. He's got it down. Oh.
Is that Elizabeth Banks?
Yeah.
I'd like to take you out for a steak dinner.
And then we feed the checks into the Micker machine, which uses special ink.
Man, he got in the back?
So where do the checks get routed to?
I don't exactly know. Nobody ever asked me that before.
This is a Micker encoder, a machine used to encode bank checks.
Yeah, right? You could just buy that?
Changing the Micker Inc. routing numbers at the bottom of those checks.
You mind telling us what the hell you're talking about?
Yeah, right?
Is rerouted all the way to the San Francisco Federal Branch. The bank doesn't even know the check is bounced for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I got you something.
What's that?
Cadillac DeVille convertible.
Wow.
You know, drive on over to Mom's house, pick her up, take a little joyride.
I'm taking the train home.
He's trying so hard to fix it.
2 mice fell in a bucket of cream, Frank. Which one am I?
Yeah, that second mouse.
Just looked up to his dad so much.
You're the best damn pilot in the sky.
Just a co-pilot.
Where are you going tonight? Someplace exotic?
Hollywood.
Hollywood. The rest of us really are suckers.
What'd he say?
The rest of us really are suckers.
Oh, would you like to hear me tell a joke? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Go fuck yourselves. We'll just take this check and be on our way. Thank you.
Good. Because I don't want my customers harassed.
Huh.
What are you saying? He's still here?
201.
Is that Frank?
Yeah, that's Frank.
Hey, Frank, how are you?
How's the knee?
Chase is on.
FBI! Step out of the bathroom! Put your hands on your head! Drop it!
Relax. Barry Allen, United States Secret Service.
We see some credentials.
Quick on his feet.
Take my whole wallet. My partner's walking him to the car as we speak. Old guy almost pissed in his pants when I came through the door. Call the LAPD again. I don't want people walking through my crime scene. 5 minutes earlier, you would have landed yourself a pretty good collar.
10 seconds later, and you'd have been shot.
Sit tight for a second while I get this evidence downstairs.
Wait.
Wallet?
Your wallet.
You hang on to it for a minute.
Oh, wow.
I mean, everything in there is fake anyways, so.
Is that all he needed was that machine? Just left all the rest of it behind?
I think he took the checks in the machine.
Oh, he's gonna be so upset.
Oh, there's literally nothing in it?
He's always had a thing about labels, right?
Yeah.
I made a stupid mistake.
Just eating ice cream?
Hundreds of unknown subjects out there.
I can get this guy, Sean.
Now it's personal.
I heard his voice, Sean. I saw his face.
There's nothing for him to hide behind anymore.
Don't put yourself in this type of position.
What type of position?
Position of being humiliated.
Oh, he already was.
Sean, would you like to hear me tell a joke? Knock, knock.
Uh-oh.
Who's this Skyway man?
Some nut that's flying around the country posing as a Pan Am pilot. Call him about him in the paper today.
No way. You're sitting next to him.
They call him the James Bond of the sky.
What a nickname.
Did you say Bond? Hello, pusher.
Now what you need is one of those little foreign sports cars that he drives.
I don't think he has his driver's license.
You're that model, right? Cheryl.
Man, this movie just is like collecting actresses.
Think I could get an autograph?
I think you're gonna get more than that.
Man like you can buy anything he wants. And if they sold me, how much would you pay me for the entire night?
$500?
Damn.
$1,000.
Okay.
$1,000?
That was an interesting tactic.
For her to get money?
Yeah.
It's a cashier's check. Endorse it over to me.
No.
Why don't I give you back $400?
Oh.
And you give me that check.
So he's gonna get it for free and $400? He's having a much worse night.
Whoops.
Mrs. Hanratty, Merry Christmas.
Hello, Carl.
Oh.
Barry Allen, Secret Service.
Do you always work on Christmas Eve, Carl? Thought maybe you had a family.
No, no family.
My suite at the Stuyvesant Arms, room 3113.
You think you're gonna get me again? I knew it was you. Now, maybe I didn't get the cuffs on you, but I knew.
People only know what you tell them, Carl.
How did you know I wouldn't look in your wallet?
The same reason the Yankees always win.
The Yankees win because they have Mickey Mantle.
You sure about that, Carl?
You didn't call just to apologize, did you? You have no one else to call.
Oh, dang. That was brutal.
Yeah, struck a nerve.
You're sitting here alone, too. Oh, he was not lying either.
Barry Allen. The Flash.
He had comic books in his room.
Comic book. And he's not the Flash. He's saying Barry Allen.
Comic books. Barry Allen is the Flash.
Did he think his name was actually Barry Allen?
I think so.
As a kid, that's why we couldn't match his prints. That's why he doesn't have a record.
Well, why New York?
The Yankees.
Ooh, he put a good amount together right there.
Number 53, Abagnale.
Oh, this was their house, right?
Come on, man. With the FBI agents.
I don't know, but it's definitely his mom.
My husband, Jack, is a lawyer.
Oh, wow. She married that guy? What a bitch.
Is Frankie okay? The police think he's some type of criminal. Half the kids his age are on dope. My son made a little mistake.
Would you happen to have a picture of your son?
Oh, yes. I have his old yearbook.
That's him.
Just tell me how much he owes and I'll pay you back.
So far, it's about $1.3 million.
I like how they had a timer to turn over. Oh.
What a party.
Seriously.
What's your name?
Brenda.
Brenda.
Such a young Amy Adams.
I bet you're good at your job.
No, I'm not.
Hey, like those braces? I got mine off last year.
You have really nice teeth.
You have a pretty smile. No, I mean it. I really think those braces look good on you.
I think she needed that.
Yeah.
Do you know if they're hiring here at the hospital?
What do you want to do?
I'm a doctor.
He's a doctor now.
Harvard Medical School? Top of your class?
Dang.
Babysit 6 interns and 20 nurses. Doubt that you'd be interested in that.
In the past, they've always let me choose my own nurses.
Oh.
You gonna take roll every night?
Yes, I will, Dr. Ashland. And if you're gonna be late, I suggest you bring a note. Miss Strong.
Here.
Nurse Brown.
He's got the perfect job. He doesn't need to do anything.
Just supervising.
Yep. Oh, studying.
Do you concur? I concur.
Her braces.
Do you notice anything different about me,
You
Doctor?
got your braces off.
Keep rubbing my tongue over them. I can't stop.
Oh, man.
They have a staff doctor in the emergency ward. We'll be fine.
Oh, no.
What if he's in surgery?
Oh, in here, Dr. Connors.
Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
That's a lot of blood.
Fractured tibia about 5 inches below patella.
No.
Do you concur?
Concur with what, sir?
So you concur?
Oh, that's all he has.
Take an x-ray, then stitch him out and put him in a walking cast.
Oh, no.
Very good.
Blew it, didn't I? Why didn't I concur?
Oh, you picked the wrong profession.
Yeah.
Why didn't I concur?
Make yourself at home.
Frank Abagnale Sr.
Ooh.
Looking for your son. Do you know where he is?
Enlisted in the Marine Corps. He's over in Vietnam right now.
Oh, what a dad.
If you'd like to give me a call and talk, here's my number.
Oh, all of the freaking letters.
Oh.
I would never give up my son.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Your letters already did.
415 Landover, Atlanta, Georgia.
I had an abortion and I wasn't their daughter anymore.
Damn.
My dad is a liar.
So then he becomes a district attorney or something, right?
Oh, you're right.
What if you were engaged to a doctor? And I asked permission to marry you.
Oh, get out of the house. Man, they come guns ready for this guy. He's never even been armed.
Oh.
Are you Lutheran?
I am a Lutheran.
Frank, would you like to say grace?
Absolutely.
He just always has to get out of a rough situation with a lie.
2 little mice fell into a bucket of cream. Churned that cream into butter. Amen.
Oh, that was beautiful.
They loved it.
That's right.
I think the mom loved it.
Thinking about getting back into law.
Where did you go to law school?
Berkeley.
Oh, no.
Isn't that where you went, Daddy?
Oh, he picked the wrong one.
Grumpy old Hollingsworth, right? I tell you, meaner than ever.
What was the name of his little dog?
Oh, no.
The dog was dead.
Oh.
How unfortunate.
Okay, maybe he passed? I don't know.
I feel like he doesn't believe him, but he didn't, like, catch him.
In the lie?
Yeah.
He's no longer a doctor. He's a lawyer now.
Oh, shoot. He left that, though?
I think he's made more than enough money so far.
Tell me the truth, Frank.
I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a kid who's in love with your daughter.
No. You're a romantic.
No.
I must confess, I'm guilty of the same foolish whimsy.
He did it. And he told the truth.
Ask the question you came here to ask me.
What would I have to do to take the bar here in New Orleans?
The other question.
How did you cheat on the bar exam in Louisiana?
Carl, I'm going to prison for a long time.
It's a simple question.
You need that eclair?
Yeah.
Well, you want to split it with me?
Tell him how you passed the bar.
You have that eclair and I'll tell you.
I'm gonna figure it out sooner or later.
Did we spell it right?
You sure did.
Frank Connors.
Always movies.
Yeah.
Look at this photograph, Mr. Stewart.
This is a photograph of the defendant's signature on a canceled check.
This is a preliminary hearing. It's just me.
What in the hell is wrong with you? K-E-double-L-Y.
What is this? What did I marry into? Dang, that's sweet.
So sweet. Some poor memories of his parents.
Yeah.
Got my job. You see what I'm doing? Do you have a good lawyer?
I sort of am a lawyer now.
Look at this letter. They ate the cake. Now they want the crumbs.
Dang. Relentless.
I'll make them chase me for the rest of their lives.
Father like son.
Everything they took from us, I'm gonna get it back. Has Ma seen you dress like this?
She won't see me.
Just call her. Call her for me.
Just wants everything how it used to be.
My mother's married now to my friend Jack Barnes. They have a house in Long Island.
Dad, she wouldn't do that.
Why won't you sit down?
Why would she do that to you?
I'm your father.
Then ask me to stop.
You can't stop.
I was not expecting any of that.
Yeah.
Where you going tonight? Tahiti, Hawaii?
So much has changed. He just keeps like popping into their lives expecting it to be the same.
Hello, Carl.
How are you, Dr. Connors?
Christmas again.
I haven't been Dr. Connors for months now. I want it to be over. I'm getting married.
You've stolen almost $4 million. This isn't something you get to walk away from, Frank.
Please leave me alone, Carl.
You're scared because I'm getting close. I know you.
Not really.
Stop chasing me.
I can't stop. It's my job.
I just thought I'd ask, you know? Merry Christmas, huh?
Dang.
Engagement announcements. Name of Connors.
Carl, the kid would have changed his name by now.
If he loses a name, he loses a girl.
Fuck. He wasn't getting close. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Fuck, they're here?
What can I do for you?
It's not too much trouble. I'd like to meet the groom.
Damn.
You have to leave.
I want to take those checks.
I mean, you'd love me whether I was sick or whether I was poor, even if I had a different name.
Oh.
But we all have secrets. I'm not a lawyer or a Harvard graduate or a Lutheran.
You're not a Lutheran?
I have enough money to last us for the rest of our lives. Look.
Jeez.
Do you trust me? Do you love me, Brenda? You love me?
Jeez.
Have you seen Frank or Brenda?
I think they went upstairs.
No.
In 2 days, you're gonna meet me at Miami International Airport, all right?
Oh, no.
I feel like we're not going to see Brenda again.
I mean, we know where it kind of ends up. He ends up in France in prison somehow. Oh, and the labels.
Before you go, please tell me your name.
Frank William Abagnale Jr.
That was the truth.
Means she was going to find out anyways. Oh.
That's great.
I feel like that was Steven Spielberg.
Right? Oh, she's there. Oh, no. Brenda.
Yeah.
No. He's not just paranoid, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
This guy's a no-show. He must have gotten
Maybe
wise
he
to
was
us.
tipped. He's not here today. It'll be tomorrow.
Dang.
The last 6 months, he's going to Harvard and Berkeley. I'm betting he can get a passport.
I'll be stopping by your campus tomorrow morning.
Got the passport.
These 8 young ladies will accompany me on a 2-month public relations tour through Europe.
Jeez.
All my bags are packed.
No way. That's so good.
Should have been a pilot.
Exactly. There's a guy in a Pan Am uniform sitting in a white Coupe de Ville out front of Terminal J.
Walked right past you.
A man paid me $100 to wear this uniform, pick someone up at the airport.
Who are you picking up?
Is it him? How do you get all of those
Uniforms?
ladies on the flight?
Oh, sure they let him on.
Singapore, Egypt. The kid's gone completely out of control.
Banks didn't know what was happening till last week.
Damn, 7 months of that?
He's making a circle. He's running out of checks. I know it's a long shot, sir, but...
I feel like this is so far gone.
Couldn't catch him here, you're not going to catch him there.
Yeah.
Sir, we're gonna let him get away.
No, Carl, you let him get away.
Got embarrassed.
Nobody does work like this in the States.
Where do they do printing like this?
France.
France.
Fuck.
Closing in.
The village where she met Frank's father.
With an M.
Started with an M. It was,
Look at you.
He wrote down the name of the village, Mr. Fox.
Mount Rashad.
Oh, he did write it down. Good job.
It sounded a lot different when she said it because I thought he was wrong.
I don't even remember that at all. And apparently I've seen this movie before. Was it Christmas again?
Oh, maybe.
Carl!
Merry Christmas! French police officers out there right now on Christmas Eve? That's what you're telling me?
Yeah. He's on
No,
yourself.
I can't do that.
Because I think you're full of shit.
Yeah.
You lied about that!
You asked me if I had a family. I did, but I don't anymore.
I think it's just me and you here. It's me and you.
I think it is too.
Keep pushing until you make it true.
They're gonna kill you.
Oh.
You walk out that door, they're gonna kill you.
Oh, I don't believe him.
You have any children, Carl?
I have a 4-year-old daughter.
You swear on your daughter.
Nothing.
I don't think he has a daughter.
That was really good, Carl.
Oh.
Oh, he wasn't lying.
I got him. It's all right.
Damn, even knowing he ends up in a French prison, I still thought he was lying.
I'll have you extradited back to the United States. Don't worry.
Oh shit. So it all goes wrong because his hair gets super long. So clearly he was in that prison for a while. I honestly thought at some point I would start to remember a lot of stuff. I might have just seen the ending of this movie and that's it.
You have to remember to let me call my father when we land.
What does that look?
I don't know.
Frank, your father is dead.
Oh no.
He fell down some steps at Grand Central Station trying to catch a train.
You said I could talk to him.
And he broke his neck. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
All he wanted was just this back.
Be in your seats.
Frank, open the door.
Fastened.
Come on.
What the hell?
Where the fuck did he go?
Is he somewhere else inside the plane then?
How could he fit?
Frank!
Oh.
No way.
God almighty.
Oh, this is his mom's?
Yeah, what are you doing? I mean, I know he's really upset, but this is literally the worst place he could go. Oh.
Mom had another kid?
Oh.
So sad. His mom just moved on like nothing.
Get me in the car, please. Get me in the car.
Nor your request to be treated as a minor. Isolation for the entirety of that sentence.
Jeez.
Oh, this song playing? 12 years?
Maximum security?
Yeah, I feel like the isolation is what's gonna do it.
Merry Christmas, Frank. Hey, I got you some comic books.
Damn, you forget he's just a kid.
Yeah.
See, he's just using a stencil machine and an Underwood.
To tell her at the bank.
That's a fake.
How do you know? You haven't looked at it.
Well, there's no perforated edge, right?
Immediately.
Paper's double bonded. Much too heavy to be a bank check.
Yeah, that's thick.
You know, some kind of a drafting ink.
Is he getting a job after this?
Would you be interested in working with the FBI's financial crimes unit?
What?
We have the power to take you out of prison.
I wonder how long it's been.
Under whose custody? I'm Frank Abagnale. I'm supposed to start work here today.
This
Wow.
is this is the ending that I remember. That he ends up getting a job, a real job with his real name.
Welcome to the FBI. I'll show you where you're working.
Damn, got his own office?
How long do I have to work here?
Every day, Frank, till we let you go.
Better than prison. Maybe not. Hey, definitely worse than prison. Captured. Even just like the light, it's like bars on his face.
How'd you do it, Frank? You're just a kid.
I'm not your kid. You're lying.
She was 4 when I left. Now she's 15.
Oh.
I don't understand.
Sure you do. Sometimes it's easier living the lie.
How do you know I'll come back?
Nobody's chasing you.
It's a lot of trust.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's back? Oh.
Looks like the original amount was for $60.
Mind if I take a look?
He is back.
Just very late.
How did you do it, Frank? How did you cheat on the bar exam in Louisiana?
I don't think he did cheat.
I didn't cheat. I studied for 2 weeks and I passed.
Is that the truth?
I'll bet this guy steals checks out of mailboxes. Guess all we have to do now is catch him.
Wow.
Isn't that, that's crazy. Oof. Filthy rich.
Wow.
All right. That was Catch Me If You Can. What'd you think?
I loved that. That was absolutely fantastic. We have the cast list pulled up, so I will say the cast was ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks together are like gold.
Yeah.
Two like top tier actors. Then throwing Christopher Walken, Martin Sheen, Amy Adams,
Elizabeth Banks, right?
Yeah, Elizabeth Banks, Jennifer Garner was in there, Ellen Pompeo from Grey's. It just like kept surprising you every time someone new would come in, but that was absolutely fantastic. I mean, I feel like it was exciting. It was really creative. I'm saying creative loosely because this is based on a true story.
Right.
Which I feel like makes this all the more wild.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane. I mean, hear some of those stories of like, oh, this hacker is like just destroying something, but he's so freaking good or she's so freaking good. And that it gets to the point where it's like, okay, well, we kind of actually need to work with you now. There's like competitions and stuff where I think like companies host hackers like, hey, can you fuck up our system? And if you can, we'll give you a job. Like, it's this idea that he was just so good at being a criminal that it was like, he's literally the best person to help catch criminals. So you can't possibly put him in jail for his whole life because you're just wasting this incredible talent. He obviously was extremely intelligent to come up with all of this stuff.
Yeah.
But whether that story is true or not, I think it probably is, that he was able to just like study for a few weeks and pass the bar. Super intelligent.
Very intelligent. And it's so weird to go through this whole film and you have to keep reminding yourself that he's a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the end of the film, he's not anymore, but he is like in very adult situations, like being a pilot and a doctor, and he just looks so young in the situations, which is so funny. I think only one person commented on his appearance.
Oh, really?
And I think it was the tailor that gave him his first suit.
Oh yeah, it said like he was like nervous and kind of shaking it a little bit or something.
Yeah, and he was like, you look really young, and he's like, oh, I'm only a co-pilot.
Oh, okay.
So that was just such an interesting dynamic. And then you also have Carl, who's followed Frank for so long. Like, obviously I'm sure he has other cases and things, but he's just so like wrapped up in this case and he just like couldn't let it go.
I'm sure from Carl's perspective, like this was the best that he was seeing in terms of fraud. So it's like he wants to capture this guy because it's literally the top dog. But yeah, I mean, this movie is a great, essentially just chase from start to finish of Leonardo DiCaprio, Frank, just getting in insane situations and always somehow coming out of it.
Yeah, it's just wild to watch him. And I feel like it was like the balls on him that I was like, holy crap. I think one of the biggest moments was the first time that he meets the Strong family, Brenda's parents, so Amy Adams' parents, so Martin Sheen. And for him to just be like, oh, I went to Berkeley.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? You picked like one of the biggest schools in California. He just always went extreme and all of his stuff. Even when he was trying to get the job at the hospital, they're like, oh, graduated top of your class at Harvard. It was like, what are you doing? Like, how do you get away with that?
No, I mean, it's insane. I mean, it's just this whole idea of like, if you act confident enough, you can get into like any situation pretty much. So obviously his confidence, but yeah, I mean, he was throwing himself into some terrifying situations. I mean, talking to pilots for the very first time, like, you know nothing really about flying. I mean, he studied just enough lingo to get by. Like the whole doctor situation where he clearly had no idea what to do other than say, do you concur? But that was enough. Like he knew just enough to get through these situations, but he always got out of them. Like it's just insane. And I love the use of like the fact that people pay attention to different things. Like one of the first times is like when he hands one of the girls a check, and like right as she starts to look at it, he compliments her eyes and stuff. Just distract her just enough so she's like, I already looked at this. Or like when he hands his wallet to Carl in the hotel room, and he's like, wait, let me show you something real quick, and shows the guy outside. So he's like, whatever, I already have his ID. There's the guy, you know? There was just so many moments. The biggest one is when he gathers 8 women to like be his shield and literally draws all of the attention, absolutely all of it.
Yeah.
But not on him.
And it's like hundreds of cops in there.
Yeah. Which that comes from his dad of talking about like, the Yankees, you know why they win?
And it's crazy too that Carl kind of used those things to piece a lot of stuff together, like him bringing up the Yankees.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's from New York.
Right.
Little things like that. So it's like, he was so clever, but then Carl was also very clever.
Yeah.
In putting the pieces together. So I feel like they just made such a good, can't say duo, because I guess they're on the opposite sides.
Not really. I mean, when you really like look at it, I mean, the fact that Christmas kept coming up and Carl, a little mean in the beginning, was just like, you're calling me because you have no one else. And like this all comes from the fact that Frank essentially lost his family. They lost all the money. His parents got divorced. He lost everything. Mm-hmm. So he's just like constantly trying to get this back. I mean, how many times does he check in with his dad being like, let me buy you a new suit and a car and we can impress mom. Let's call mom. Like all he wants is to just go back to that like 15, 16-year-old life where his family was happy and together. But he's essentially alone. And the only person he had during this journey really that was always there was Carl. So it is kind of like a duo. And then at the end of the movie, they literally are a duo.
Yeah.
A crime-fighting duo.
Yeah, I do have to say, like, Frank's journey, watching him struggle with what his family's become, that was really heartbreaking to watch.
Yeah.
Again, going back to him just being a kid. And his family, like, he just had what seemed like such a perfect couple to look up to.
Yeah.
And then you just slowly see it falling apart when he's realizing like his mom is sleeping with someone else and all of these little things that are happening. And then obviously his dad is being investigated for tax fraud. Like it all slowly starts to unravel. And it's crazy that he does all of this stuff and it really is just in pursuit of putting his family back together.
And I mean, even once he got to the spot where he had like a family, where he had Brenda, the wife, or almost wife, and he had new kind of parent figures to like look up to, how they're at that moment where they're like dancing in the kitchen and he's kind of like watching them and stuff. I believe like immediately after that, he wants to stop. Mm-hmm. Like he accomplished his goal of getting a family together, even though it's not his original family. It's like, this is his new family. And he would have stopped everything if he could just live peacefully with them.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's crazy that this whole journey is really about family, not necessarily like fast cars and money and big houses. Yeah, that was a part of it kind of, but that wasn't the main goal.
No. I think he wanted to impress his dad and he wanted to get his family back together.
Yeah.
And just seeing the moments that he did pick up from his dad and that he pulled into his like new life.
Right, yeah, his life, and or even like the necklace trick and stuff. Like, oh, it slipped off your neck. No. Yes.
Transition was wild.
There's a lot of great transitions. I mean, I honestly thought I was gonna remember a lot. I know I have seen this movie, but the only thing I really remembered was the ending. Like I said in the intro, I only pretty much had the ending that he was going to eventually work with the FBI. That's what I knew.
Yeah.
But man, I did not remember a thing in this movie. I did not remember all of the actresses. I did not remember like the crazy stops along the way. The fact that he was a doctor and a lawyer and a pilot. Like, I only remember him being like a pilot and then joining up with the FBI. So this was amazing to watch again because it honestly felt like watching it for the first time. But I did know enough that like the fact that Leonardo DiCaprio was a criminal and Tom Hanks was trying to capture him, I was like, that's all you need to know for me to know that you would like this movie. if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I mean, this was great. I've said time and time again how much I love like kind of detective type films.
Yeah.
That were like in it and having to figure it out. And there was like enough mystery in this that, you know, was Carl telling the truth? Were all the cops there in France?
Yeah.
All those like small things like that. Were we ever gonna see Brenda again? And then for her to end up working with the FBI, all of that stuff was just exciting.
Yeah, a super exciting movie. I mean, it's Steven Spielberg, so it's incredibly shot. Like you already said, Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks, top actors. All of the rest of the cast was amazing. I mean, so many of these people go on. I mean, like Amy Adams is like just a dominating force. And what is she, like 20 in this movie or something?
She was so young in her, with her braces and all.
So this is a great experience. I'm super glad we were able to watch it. Super happy that I was able to share it with you for the first time.
Yeah, thank you to our patrons for voting for this. This was so great. Give us more recommendations for detective-y, figure it out along the way movies.
I think the moral of the story is that if you're good enough at crime, everything will be okay. That's what I'm taking away.
You only need to spend 4 years in isolation.
4 years, and you need to be the best. You can't be number 2 because they're only going to have number 1 work with them. So be the best criminal you can be. So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this movie as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, peace everyone.
Bye.
Bye.